Hey guys, this is Esther here. I am 3 weeks post-operative. I had an abdominal hysterectomy on June 27 of 2025 because I had a very large fibroid with multiple mini fibroid. The large fibroid was, I was told, was about the size of a small watermelon. And the issues I was having with my fibroids is heavy bleeding, like most people. I was also having a lot of abdominal tenderness. I could barely touch the lower part of my abdomen without jumping. It was just very tender, especially on the, like right in the middle area. So I had my abdominal hysterectomy. My doctor removed my uterus, my fallopian tubes, as well as my cervix. She did not remove my ovaries, one, because of my age, because I'm super young. No, of course, yes, I'm young. I'm in my, I just turned 41. Well, turning 42. I'm turning 42 in a few months, but still very young. Um, so she said, I don't want to put you into menopause. There's nothing wrong with your ovaries. We're going to keep them. And I agree, because honestly, I'm not ready for menopause. So these were removed and I'm very pleased. After surgery, the first week I would say moderate pain. I never had severe pain where I need a lot of pain medications. Maybe immediately after my surgery, but after a couple of days, I could manage with maybe one oxy or one Tylenol or Motrin there, and I was fine. So I have been able to walk. I noticed that I can get further without feeling exhausted. Um, but I still continue to increase my, speed, one, and distance just to get back to my normal self. Fatigue is a really big thing for me. I get fatigued very easily. In the morning, I'll get up, make up my bed, and after that, I'm like, okay, let me sit for a second because I'm just exhausted. So I don't have my energy back yet. Honestly, last week, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go back to work. This is so boring at home. I need to get back to myself. And reality checking real quick. So I went to Target. My son, he drove me to Target to return something because I ordered a wedge for my back after surgery. It came super late. I never had to use it. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and return it. So it was a perfect opportunity for me to get outside of the house and go somewhere. While I was at Target, I was like, you know what? Let's do back to school shopping. Let's get all the necessary things that we need, like notebooks and pencils and stuff that they will need for the school year. So I walk around Target, like just collecting, school supplies. And my God, by the time I was done, I was done. I'm like, I just want to get in the car. I had a lot of pressure. I was not wearing an abdominal binder. I was just wearing a simple dress, no support. And by the end of my shopping, I was just like leaning over the cart. My belly felt horrible. It wasn't pain, but it just felt like my intestine was trying to come out. It just felt very like everything was pushing down. It was weird. And I had spasm, like, I just couldn't stand straight. It was very uncomfortable. I honestly felt like I did too much that day. And all I did honestly was just shopping. I'm just a chronic shopper. I'm always shopping. So it's not like I don't have the stamina to go and do things. It's just after my surgery, it's just like I feel like I'm 90 years old. Like I can't really do things. Honestly, I know 90-year-old that do way more than that what I did at Target that day and without feeling fatigued and exhausted. But anyway, so that reminded me, honey, you're not ready. Sit yourself at home and recover. And I'm glad, honestly, I had this experience because honestly, let me just tell my doctor that I can come back to work and get back in the groove. Honey, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at all. So physical recovery is a big thing after your abdominal hysterectomy because you will have zero energy. You have no energy to do things that you normally do without issues. So you constantly have to take a break. You constantly have to sit down, especially in the summer. If you have your surgery in the summer, I would advise you to drink as much water as you can possibly drink. Because you will feel dehydrated. My mouth is always so dry. It could be the Flexeril that I'm taking. At my 1 week follow-up, I did have my doctor prescribe me some Flexeril just because I'm still having a lot of back issue from my car accident back in March, and I just couldn't find a good spot to fall asleep. And despite having a heat pad on each side of my hip, I was just like miserable. and I didn't want to keep taking pain medications and stuff like that. So I said, let me try some muscle relaxer just so I can fall asleep. So I've been taking it here and there. Last night I took a Flexeril because yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday, actually, I stayed in bed all day. I didn't get out till like 4:30. I didn't move. I just in bed, nap here and there, did not move. Because yesterday was just like, I just felt, not like I wasn't sick. I just felt like I couldn't get out of bed. I was just so exhausted and tired. So when I finally got out of bed, I went downstairs. My husband made like some fish and potatoes and stuff. And that's all I've been eating, fish and potatoes and vegetables. Because I really don't have appetite for anything else. I'm really kind of ick about meat right now. So I'm just sticking to fish. I do go through this period where I just go back to be a pescatarian again. And I feel like that's where I'm heading now, but I'm not like mad about that. So I've been eating well. So diet and nutrition is another thing that you have to be very conscious about, because your body is still recovering from this major surgery. So you need a very well balanced nutrition, which includes vegetables, lean protein, your carb. You still need the carb for energy. You still need your carbs. So it's just a small portion of it. And a lot of fruits and stuff like that. I'm kind of picky about fruits, so I do oranges, pineapples, berries. I think these are like mangoes here and there if it's super sweet, but I really don't care for any other fruits after that. Support system, having a good support system is key, because honestly, if I was home by myself and the boys were not home to kind of keep me going, I don't know how I would feel mentally. So having the boys home this summer to, like, if I need something, they'll help me, is very helpful. And I don't like a lot of, distractions like that. So really, I'm like, my mom wanted to come to support me during this journey, and I have sisters and friends that wanted to, but I kind of like, I really wanted to do this, by myself, and kind of like, so I can heal faster. Because I'm like, if there's a day I want to stay in bed, I will feel bad having, people over and I'm not interacting with them. So that was very important for me to kind of like stay home, just be there with my kids and my husband. And honestly, that was very sufficient for me. And I do talk on the phone a lot, okay? I talk on the phone a lot. I mean, somebody's always calling me. I'm always calling and texting. People always checking on me. I feel very loved and very supported. So um, that's a plus for me. Um, and if you have like any type of mental illness, or anxiety, depression, those kind of things, I would say please get it under control, because you can overthink one small little thing. You can overthink it and kind of send you into a spiral. Um, so I would say get that checked first. Make sure if you need medication, you're in the right medication at the right dose, so that way you can be well and recover faster. Um, Follow-up appointments. So I did my 1 week follow-up. I need to do my 6 week follow-up. My doctor, after she did my surgery, she was pregnant, and I don't know, I think she went into preterm labor or had some issues for pregnancy. So she's basically in bed rest. She's not coming back to work probably November or December of this year. So it's kind of hard to get an appointment for my 6 week follow-up. I am following up with her partner, but they didn't have anything until like mid-August. So I took that. I'm like, I need to go back to work. Like, the kids are back to school. I can't really sit here, but that's all I could get. So that's what I got for my 6 week. And then after that, I go back to work. Hoo-hoo, I'm excited. Um, I did talk about anxiety and depression, frustration. You will get frustrated at time, especially if you had your ovaries taken out, because you are kicked into menopause like the next day, honestly. So a little thing can become big things. So very important that you have a very good support system to help deal with that. Um, the isolation part, like I kind of talk about that, saying, hey, my boys are here, my husband is very supportive, I have siblings that always checked on me, I have friends that always checked on me, I stay connected, so I don't feel isolated. But it can be very isolating though, like You know, I'm used to just be out on my days off. I'm doing a lot of things all the time. And now I can't, I've yet to drive. Although I think I'm gonna start this week driving because this is just too much. I just cannot stay home every day until my husband get home, and to get out, it's just too much. So that can create isolation, especially if you're by yourself and you don't have any support. Um, Body image issues. Honestly, I think I'm very confident. I mean, the scar doesn't bother me. It is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not walking around naked. So a scar under my, and a abdominal scar, honestly, it is what it is. I'm covered all the time. So when I look in the mirror, I just see a scar. I don't really think too much of over it. And I say thank God for that, because some people may have that issue. And if you do, it's important to talk to someone about it. Um, but I think I think what I'm worried about the most is being intimate with my husband. Honestly, the thought of it, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna pop my suture. Um, but thank God we don't have to do this for another 3 to 4 weeks. I'm sorry, but I'm not. But honestly, the thought of it is just scary. Um, so I don't know. This is gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube videos and see what people have said and how they dealt with this, because I honestly do not know if it will feel different. One, and two, would it be painful? Like, I don't know. And honestly, I've been doing some pelvic floor exercise, like Kegels, and it's hard. It's very hard. Like, I'll do one, two, and then three, and I have no strength to continue on. So this week, I'm really gonna write down what I need to do, start get on the floor and do some pelvic tilt, and then try to do those Kegels and try to be more active. Um, we'll see, because I really need to get these muscles strengthened, because I feel weak. I honestly feel very weak. Mood swings. I honestly do not have any mood swing because I still have my ovaries. I did have a lot of breast tenderness this week. I think it's probably around my cycle, because I'm still gonna have the symptom of my PMS symptoms, but no period. No period, thank God. So I still have those, tenderness, I think, because I felt really horrible this week in terms of like no energy, tenderness, and just feeling a little bit down. Loss of independence, the same issue with not be able to drive, but I'm fine with that. I just use the time to catch up on reading, catch up on my continuing educations, so that when I get back to work, I'll basically be catch up. I think my license is due to renew, I think this year, no, this year or next year. I think next year, 2026. Um, Anyways, so this is basically my third week, how I'm feeling. I hope this is helpful for someone. Um, if this is something you're considering, just make sure you have all these things that I talk about in check, and then you'll be fine. It is fine. We women, we go through this, and we are strong individuals. We can do it. And we have all the support. And if you don't have support, find a group of women. Go on YouTube. You can watch certain videos, whatever matches your what you need. You can just kind of you can always reach out to these people. So yeah, so this is my advice to you guys. I'm doing great. I love you all. All of you guys who've checked on me, I love you guys dearly, and I appreciate everything. Thank you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.